Hello everyone, and today I am going to show you how to clean and repaste a graphics card in about 5 minutes. Let me get some lighting here. Alright, now I should be able to see here. So this right here, MSI, which is GTX 760 Twin Frozer Edition, and it's quite dusty. You can't really see the dust due to my lighting, but it's there. And I'm going to show you, it's very, very simple to remove this. You will need the following tools. You will need you are going to need a small Phillips screwdriver. Small Phillips like this. Now the screws that each graphics cards use varies, so you've got to find the right one. So before we take this thing apart, make sure there aren't any like plastic covers like this here blocking your way, which helps. Hopefully it won't damage anything. Now we got to disassemble it. Now the process is similar for basically every aftermarket graphics card out there, or that is like whether it's a Quadro, a GeForce, or Radeon, or whatever AMD workstation card is. I believe they're Fire Pros and stuff. So basically, first thing, so basically the layout is you have your fan and your fan shroud. This is a 7.6. This is basically a 2-fan card, 92mm. Then you got your heatsink, then your PCB. So what you do now is you have to find the screws now you have to find your screws. Find your screws that hold the shroud. There's one here, one here, one here, and one there. That should be the only 4 screws holding the shroud down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start disassembling the shrouds, and it's a bit dusty. So, and now once you should have all the screws, the shroud simply lifts up like that. So what you got to do is, now you got to be careful with this part. Now again, don't do this if your video card's under warranty, because I don't know if you can see that, but right there, that says if you remove the sticker, your warranty is void. But luckily this card is at least 3 generations, actually 4 generations behind if you count the 1180, but it's 4 generations behind, so I'm not too worried. It is free from the board, so now what you should be able to do is slowly lift this up. And as you can see, there is that fan cable that I mentioned. Now what you could do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to just gently pop this out of here. Gently pop this out of here. And alright, so the heatsink's finally off. If I shine it through the light, probably a little tough to tell, but as you can see little black things. That's dust in the heatsink. Damn, look at that top. Yep. So that is the heatsink, and there's some thermal paste right there. It actually looks still fresh, but I'm going to replace it with much better performing paste. Over here is your PCB, your dies right there. Now I'm going to show you the next steps. Alright, so I wasn't able to find my bottle, but if you don't have a bottle, just use your eyeglass wipe. You can get 100 of these for like $5. They're very useful. So first step, let's continue on. The first step in cleaning your graphics card is making sure it's sanitary. Now because this is alcohol, it'll dry off really fast, and you will not have to worry about frying your components. First, we're going to clean up the heatsink here. Clean the heatsink here. Board's cleaned. I'm going to open up another wipe. I'm going to clean the fan. I'm going to clean the fan shroud here. We're at the sink now. Well, and I'm just going to run water. It's not too hot, but not too cold either. Get your desired temp. I'll leave the sink like that. It's waterlogged. Now, what I'm doing is just gonna move the heatsink up and down. Air through. Could also blow through it. On a side note, while we are waiting for the heatsink to dry, I did forget to tell you that you also need thermal paste for this. Now, what I recommend is use a good quality thermal paste for this because if you use a good quality thermal paste, it will allow your car to run much cooler. Now, if you have access to liquid metal, you are a god. And with that, you just got to be careful of not putting liquid metal where you don't want to. And then, that's it. That'll drop your temperatures way down, combined with cleaning. But for now, I'm just going to use some Arctic Silver 5 here. Don't want too much. This is the good stuff. Now this is a 3.5 gram tube. You can probably get this for like $5-6 on Amazon. And let's see, there's still a lot of water droplets, so I'm actually gonna see if I can get a hair dryer and just blow some hot air through this. Maybe I can dry it out. Okay, I dried the heatsink up with a hair dryer, but now it's time for the reassembly, which is basically the exact opposite of disassembly. Now, first things first, we will need applied new thermal paste. So I'm going to do that right now. Now, because the GPU's heat spreader is not as because the heat spreader on the graphics card is so much tinier compared to a CPU, all we need to use a much smaller dot. Don't need a lot. And if you put too much, it's not going to hurt. There. About that much is what you need. Like not even a pea. Now, once you have that, what we can do is we will put the heatsink on. Now, what I would do for installing the heatsink is figure out which direction it goes so the holes line up, and it looks like it goes that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip it like this. So the heatsink will be upside down, and then we just flip the graphics card right over. Like that. Now try not to spread the paste too much. Be as precise as you can. Try to line the holes up. Be a little tricky. First, it'll be tricky lining the hole up. Shroud thing looks to be in the way, so I am going to remedy that by lifting the sink up a little bit. There, and now once you have the holes lined up, I'm going to sit in place like that. Now because the little bracket for that screws it to the case is a little stuck, I put the screws in. can start the screws by now for these spring-loaded screws, line the screw up over it. Take your Phillips head screwdriver. And so change the bit here while holding the card. Oh, 1 second. Also does help. Does help. Okay, once you catch, what I would do is I would catch at least 2 screws, and then you can put the heat sink down. Directions. So if you do it this way in a crisscross pattern, it'll apply pressure. Now if you do this, if you tighten out one side and then the other side, what will happen is the board will basically go towards the tighten side. When you try to put the when you try to tighten the other side, you're basically bending the board and putting it under stress. So we now just tighten it down. Don't actually crank it down yet. Just turn it till you feel resistance. Do it slow. Take your time. This is an expensive part. You don't want to break it. Once you have all the screws down, following the same pattern, give it just a little turn to make sure, and do not over tighten because it's aluminum. Could strip the aluminum, and now the card's back on. They're all clean. Next, we need to put the shroud on. But first, before we put the shroud on, we need to run the fan cable. We have to run the fan cable through the little handy loops. Okay, so I got the card fixed, put together, and the fan cable was a little annoying, and I don't think I did too good of a job. But that don't matter. That don't matter. It's not going to be mine. It's going to be gone soon. So I guess now we got to figure out its temperatures and see if I've actually fixed it or not. So I'm going to go drop my computer here, and we are going to continue. Okay, I'm going to go put it in my computer. Then I'll boot it up. Okay, I put the 760 in the computer. Both fans are spinning. We got video and no artifacts. Now let's see if the video. Yes, I want to skip disk checking. Okay. Okay.